Sure, I would do honestly.
Where's the contractor? We have local people working.
We are waiting for local people. We don't have local people. We are still waiting for the 15.
No, we can't wait forever. The work is started.
So the process is press, just to come in, Minister. The council, in our first meeting, we concluded that the contractor is going to take 10 local labourers and 1 SMME to do the guardhouse.
Yes.
And then we had the second meeting to obviously hand over to the contractor, but the councillor never arrived. So now everything was put on hold because she wants to have a meeting with ward governance next week on the 8th in Westbury, which we don't understand because all stakeholders was present and everybody agreed and the project was handed over. However, she sent people here on our last meeting to interrupt and they said nothing is going to go ahead because this has a lot of Simon from Kofifi, this has a lot of loopholes. I mentioned to them that this facility belonged to the city and it was handed over to province to run this project, but they neglected this baby, gave it back neglected to the city, and now the minister is stepping in. But I've been complaining, Minister, and you have officials from province and the city here. I've been complaining before I was a councillor, just a community activist. I complained before you were a minister, and finally you've heard our cry, and you're the only person that actually said, you know what, I'm going to intervene and I'm going to make this durable for the community to use. So now the councillor is trying to play politics by not getting this project up and running.
All right, listen, where's the tissues? We are paying for this. So I'm paying for this. Bring people from this community to work here. And I will take responsibility for those people. The people, if you can't, this community has waited for this thing, has been standing like a white elephant. Now you must wait for a councillor to make up her mind when is she going to come. The local people must get jobs here today. When I come here tomorrow, I want to see local people here. Send the councillor to me. If she wants to talk, she must pay. Because we are going to change this thing. If you're going to wait for her, when are we going to go to other areas to fix the things? We can't have that. Yes, sir.
Morning, sir. My name is Muriel Elizu. I'm from the city of Johannesburg.
Yes.
We've been busy with this project. I represent the city here.
Yes.
Yes. I just want to clarify something. Whenever we've got a project of this nature, what happens is for the department that is called CRAM, that must come in and have a meeting, consultation with the meeting, with the community to discuss the project, inform them about what's happening, and also they've got a system of in terms of picking up people that must be employed at that stage. So that becomes critical to do that. So we don't allow that. We don't allow councillors to get involved when it comes to the appointment of staff. We don't want them all there. So that is done by the officials who have made a request to me and Zongezo to say, please guys, you know, the project is very, very important. We just want to do this, even given us a date of the 8th. Say, please can you allow us to do this? You know,
The 8th of what?
Which is next week Tuesday. Yes, they wanted to. They've got a meeting that has been arranged for Tuesday, so they will play that for that period. So that's is what.
But the work continues. Why must the community? You see what is my problem? Let me tell you my problem. Why didn't the contractor wait until the 8th? The work continues. Then when the community comes, the project is near finished.
Yeah.
People need jobs. I have no time for officials. You tell the mayor there, Kenny Kunene, is the acting mayor, tell Kenny Kunene, I say I've got no time for people that must wait while people need jobs, people need opportunities. There's the contractor working. Why are the people not
He
working?
only started today, Minister, because can I just come in there? He only started today because they are trying to play politics. Let me get it clear. The process and procedures that they want to follow is the one that excludes the people from Ward 69. Before I even resigned as a councillor, I stopped a Joburg water project for the same reason. People from Ward 69 don't benefit from it. They want to run it through ward governance. Ward governance is saying they have a database. There's a database of people that doesn't live in this community. So we came to an agreement that we're going to invite the people from Ward 69. They mustn't bring CVs. They don't have money for CVs. Come with a copy of your ID. If you are here, if you are on residing in Ward 69, we will then tell them, this is not a big project, it's basically an extended project. We're going to take 20 or 10, but the contractor said only 10 people from the community, and he's going to come with his other people. They're going to take the ID out, Renee, Melissa, Gayton, Silwani. These are the people that's going to work on the project. This is a small project, it's not a big project, so we will have a truthful and transparent process. They don't want that, Minister. They want ward governance to now elect their people. It's not going to happen because they're not taking our people.
Let's make this thing like this. What I want you to do, this is an instruction, it's not a suggestion. We are going to give the city chance to be that meeting. Let people come with their IDs today. And in front of everybody, there must not be favorites, PA people must be taken. No. I want everybody that comes, their IDs must be put in there, and then they must do this thing, what do you call it?
They must raffle it.
A little raffle, ne?
Yes.
And then in front, and then you must show this one. It must go on luck for this project. Because my problem I'm having is now we need to go fix the Aldo Stadium. We need to go fix Tukom's Rest. We need to go fix in Alexandra. Now, if we are stuck on this one, I mean, look at the people are breaking this thing down that we paid millions for. That's why I've stepped in. So do you understand what I want?
Precisely, Minister.
Yes, I want, the contractor says 10 people, they say 20 people.
No, the
Let's
contractor said 10. And
the contractor says 10, they say 20. Tell the contractor, we meet halfway, 15.
Okay.
15, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
No, don't ask him. This is instruction.
I will tell you.
Yeah.
Yes, Minister.
So the reason why I came here
Yes, Minister.
is because this project, nobody had money for it.
Yes.
But there's money for other projects. So I stepped in.
Yes.
So I need this project to be done with people from Westbury. I'm coming here again tomorrow morning. I want to see the people from this community. Your processes we understand, but your processes has failed you. Your processes, my leader. Here's the project starting, people are working. Your process is behind. Your process is supposed to have had your people here. But now in the absence of your process not producing the results on time, we are now together with you take an executive decision where tonight you call a meeting, you introduce the leader from the city, still waiting, and let's make it transparent so that people can work. Under my ministry, I don't want to see a project that does not have local people working here.
Even with the SMME, Minister, just on record, we said with the SMME, it's also not going to come from the councillor. The SMME project must be...
leave Gayton.
No, they said one. No, the 15 includes the one
Ek het die
SMME.
hele krag gegee. Moenie kom krag weggee.
Okay, Minister.
Verstaan jy? Nou as daai ander goed, ek het hom gesê wat moet gebeur.
Yes, Minister.
Moenie 'n lang storie maak nie. Daai is wat ek jou nou sê. Die mense van die gemeenskap moet benefit. Nie iemand van buitekant van die gemeenskap. When I go to Soweto Tuesday, the people of Soweto must benefit. I don't want to see people from Westbury benefiting in Soweto. And I don't want to see people from Soweto benefiting here.
Hier is dan deze unfinished project. Die project was dan nooit oorgegee aan ons nie.
Yes.
Ja, maar nou, waar is die ander geld wat nog gebruik
Nou,
moet
is
worden?
hy is die fout van hulle praat goed is dat ons eers die sak reg maak.
Ja,
Verstaan jy?
ja.
Yes. Kom ons maak eers die sak reg, Melissa.
Yeah, Minister.
Let's fix this matter. We've now agreed. We must respect their processes and your processes. So now we bring it together. What I don't want us to talk about the problems. Ons kom by daai. Yes. Let us just do this. You can't worry now about who took the money while the project is not even finished. Our children have nowhere to play. Let us fix this. That is other people that will investigate their things. But tomorrow, so you understand what I said. I don't want to see something else when I come here because I cancelled meetings to come here this morning.
Yes.
So do we agree?
Yes, Minister.
There's going to be a place built here for the children. Am I right?
Yes, Minister.
Or there? There's going to be paving here.
Yes, Minister.
There's going to be a boundary fence. There's going to be a guardhouse so that there can be security here because we've got many boys using drugs. Is that all right?
Yes, Minister.
And then even when it comes to the people that will get permanent jobs, because if you have security people, you need somebody that knows the people, that can tell us tomorrow who stole.
I told them last week that in
Yes,
the meeting.
right.
Yeah, I told them last week.
So, yeah. So what I'm saying is all that we want to see. Because now we want to give out soccer clothes, rugby clothes, all these things. But where will the kids play? So I want to thank you. And I also want to thank you, brother. And then you got the acting mayor there telling the minister said. But thank you for understanding. I just want us to... The other problems, we are not here for that now.
Okay.
Ja, ons gaat die uitsot. Verstaan ze? Wat net zeker vandaan, was hier die mensen, roep allemaal. En allemaal zijn namen moet ingaan. En allemaal moet zien. Transparant. En die mensen moet morgenochtend als ik hier kom. Maar die mensen beginnen om te werken. Met die contract. Echt gezegd 15. So zit 5 bij. En vat 5 van jou af. En vat 5 van hom af. Dat was 15. Dat onze kinders net werk. Dat die dan kan klaarmaken. Dat ons kan events hier. Dat onze kinders kan. Ik het sokkerkleren. Netbal, basketbal. Dat onze kinders kan gieren mensen. Die kinders. Ander goed is massakind. Wie die geld gesteel heeft, dus ons kom met daar goed is. Ja, maar dat ons net die dingen aan die gang krijgen. Want dat is andere projecten wat we beginnen. Die zijn die eerste en die laatste projecten in Westbury. Alright, so thank you so much.
Thank you, Minister.
It's now in your hands.
Yes, Minister.
Ja, als ik bring maak, ik moet morgen hier komen. Thank you. Alright, stop, no problem. To the people of the community, just so you know, everywhere where you look, there's nothing for the children in our communities. That's why gangsterism is taking over. We are on a drive now to fix the stadiums, to do stuff for the different communities. So this one, nobody knows what happened to the money. So I'm not the Hawks will deal with that. But ek gaan nie wag tot hulle eers dat hy mense na 5 jaar. Melissa, hoe lang is die ding al aan hierso?
By oor die 5 jaar.
Oor die 5 jaar. So Westbury se mense, se kinders, dis al groot uit, jy kan nie kom speel hierso nie, want dit nie laat jou nie weer toe lê. So wat ek sê is, maak dit dan vir ons leier, né? And let the people get jobs. Hier kom 'n groter projek hier in Westbury, 'n groter een. So people will get permanency. Daai tyd wat hulle ons so goed is net so los as verby mense. Mense sal ook sien hoekom hulle gestem het. We must change the narrative. Dis hoekom ek gekom het. Ons moet hierdie sorry, what's the last question? When will they be finished? What is the finishing date? Hello, Anita.
We're planning for end of August. Just 2 months.
2 months. End of August. Daai 2 maande se pay help al weer 10 families. 15 families. End of August. Then the first week in August when we open this thing, we open it by giving the community soccer kit, rugby kit, or basketball, hockey sticks, all those things. And that's how we're going to change our community. So if anybody's got a question, not a complaint, a question. Yes, ma'am?
I want to morning everyone. I want to find out, are we not allowed to train in here? Because there's someone that keeps a key there. And they don't open here because usually we can do training on the grass. But when we come, there's no one available. So I'm not sure. And I heard one of the guys of the soccer is in charge of here. That's give I don't know if it's the council or someone that gives the person the authority that we're not allowed access to come and train here in the
Well, it's open now.
yeah, because you here.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying, we will talk to the contractor
Contractor, yes.
to hear if it's not dangerous because they bring equipment in. If
I can maybe answer that one,
yes.
Minister. So what she's basically referring to is before you brought the project here, they never allowed the community to utilize it. And Silwani, with our first meeting, I came here and the city's officials used this place, but they didn't use it. But that's something of the past. Currently now, we need to give the contractor a chance to complete this project so that when it's done, we can all utilize it. So there's not going to be that thing of anyone keeping the key. The people from the soccer league, they are not in charge of this. I told them. So that's going to be something of the past. We're waiting for the project to be completed. Then we will utilize it. We're not going to interrupt the project as a community.
And I also think another thing is you must get like, I know the blue wall there's a premises where someone lives there to, even in workers on their ground, they have someone living on the premises and
No, that's a good idea. We're also bringing, in the next 2 weeks, we're bringing a public gym to Westbury here, to the area. In that gym where people can gym for free. And then we'll also put a running, we were going to try to put where people can run and stuff like that.
And also, Gayton, there were sports people like elected, like
Board governance, board committee members.
I don't see the kids being used. Our kids in the community. These people are supposed to be
Actively involved
with the kids.
Unfortunately, the ward governance is working with the councillor. We are not governing this ward, therefore we have no control or say over that. However, with your other question that you asked, the guardhouse is going to be a brick house, not a wood house, so that the security guards can actually live in the guardhouse.
Because I know I had kids that I used to take, and you know what the kids. So the people that were elected for in each ward, they're supposed to use the kids here, because that's how kids are running amok and being.
That's true. But we must also be honest. There's a council here. And as a minister, I must respect that council. There's the choices what onze mense gemaak het. No, it's the choices wat ons gemaak het. Kom ons is net eerlik. Dis hoe crazy kind gemaak, hè? Verstaan jy, hè? Maar ons leer mos nou. So ons weet mos nou next time. Miskien as jy voel dis happy, dan maak jy dieselfde crazy. As jy voel dis ongelukkig, jy kan crazy somewhere else maak, hè?
And also there's people that work in sports departments. They get complimentary to all these sports events. And what happens? They know these people involved here in sports, but they don't call upon the people and say, look, we got X amount. Please, I'm not worried about me. It's our children's time now to help our kids. But these complimentary tickets go to friends and family. That must be stopped.
All right. Yeah, no. Stop. Thank you. You are right. You must highlight those things. En julle wat so free tickets kry. En dan is hoor, wat hulle gepraat is so. Dit waar.
Sy sien hoe tickets gee.
Ja, sir. Kom sien dit maar anders se kaso. Maar se kan. Ivan.
One of the issues here is that anybody can come and say, let's do this, let's do that, without thinking it through. So it was a matter of, let's build this thing, but issues like there wasn't security here at that time, it wasn't thought through. So another thing around what the lady is saying and everybody else is, how do we then govern this facility? Is it through province, is it through the city? Is there an agreement with the city? Instead of just telling them, hey, kick out the item, because there's always a financial implication. So we may need to make those things clear, because, you know, on the one hand, I see the chairperson of the LFA is also here. They've been running this facility. One community member must ask another community member, can we use that facility? This is a hockey field here also. It's a combi court. But you have to go through them. It's a whole process from one community member to now. And remember, hockey is predominantly female. You spoke now about what our children have to do. What do our females have to do? Can we blame them if 18-year-olds are dating 50-year-olds? No, what do they do for them? So those are small things that we need to fix. We need to set around. And it's one thing saying, hey, you guys must sort it out or whatever. If it doesn't come from certain people, we're on the ground here working, but we have to answer. It's much better now. In the beginning, when there was no security here, we had to give security guards taxi fare. We had to give them food because they weren't paid. Now small things like that. Now you come here, it's a hello, who, what, everybody. Yeah, you sort it out. Now we're being pushed one side. But when the ish hits the fan, we must answer. We account. We get told that we're stealing money. I mean, nobody else is here. My son came to me and asking me, why do the people say I stole the stadium's money? I don't handle cash. I just implement program. But the people above, when they make the decisions, they don't take into consideration all of these other smaller things. So I can tell you another thing now. You're mentioning the fence here. I can tell you now, it won't happen because it's not in the scope of the contract. A small thing like that you said now, hey, you on fence. What exactly do you mean by that? And is it agreed? I'm just saying small things.
Who are you talking to? I am the ultimate accounting person when it comes to sport in this country. Ek is die laaste hond. Ek is die laaste sê. Ek word nie geoverrule. Ek het een bas, die president. En die president sal nie sê, moet jy 'n fence sit nie. Verstaan wat ek bedoel? Let me show you something to answer all your questions. Number one, I don't want us to go to the past. That's no new sheriff in town. Look where I started. I started with the guardhouse. Because ek was mos ook al 'n ou skelm. As ek sien daar's niks, ek begin daar. Ek weet mos hoe dink 'n dief. 'n Dief dink, that's die sekuriteit. Maar nou bring ons 'n guardhouse. Nommer 1. Daar was 'n guardhouse. Nou bring ons eene. It's different. Nommer 2. Ek is 100% focus om ons communities te change. Jy kan gaan kyk wat ons al gedoen het in die paar met my staf en wat ons nog kom doen. Dus kom kan ek jou sê, hier kom nog kombikots, hier kom nog public gyms. Because Melissa en dem skryf. Ek was hier so 'n dag in die kantoor, dus Melissa hulle op my om te sê, ons kort dit, ons kort dit, ons kort dit. Laaste ding maar se kind. Dis is just personal, né? Moet nooit worry wat sê die mense nie. Ek kan net wat ek sien die ding ek sê jy nie na die mense sal kyk vir my. Mense wat sê hy Gayton maak net geld uit ons mense uit. Hy kan nie geld uit homself maak, maar hy sê ek maak geld uit hom uit. So mense gaan altyd nonsens praat. Whatever, just keep the focus. As far as who this place will, you know what is the difference between apartheid, né? During those years when we grew up. Jy het geweet wat 'n oompie is in charge van die facility. We all knew that. En hy sal uitkom en sê, wat soek julle hier? Fuck it. No. Government just come and they give every Tom, Dick and Zabulani. You run. As jy so nie like nie, hy maak jy oopie. Die goed is 'n change, maar se kind. Ons gaat iemand in charge sit van die gym. Is niemand se gym nie. Jy moet 'n structure, let's say in die LFA. Daar moet 'n structure, enige structure wat kan control het. Die LFA kan nie hockey control nie. Hulle moet bepaal by die soccer matters. Die hockey matters sal ons sal weet wie is in charge van hockey.
Yes.
Maar die veld moet nie oop staan nie. 'n Kind wat daar is. Wat wil kom speel? Hy moet instap hier. Die moet vol is. Wie kom maak ek hier dat jy kinders, hoekom het ek die ingesit? Moenie sê van moenie worry van scope nie. Ek is die scope. Hoekom ek die ingesit want baie van ons mense het kinders. Maar hulle kan nie nennies bekostig. Bok Gerrit hulle kinders. Dat kan sy 'n kind hier so los. Dan wil sy weet dat kind is veilig aso. Sy is hier by die hockey. Ja. So ek verstaan. Nou dankie sê vir almal. Mense gaan vir hulle skel en sê hulle vir hulle beter gehou hierso. At least die ding deur julle is die ding nie totaal afgebreek nie. Ek weet jy het die geld gesteel. Ek is aan die minister. Ek weet presies wat gaan nie, maar nie my so kyk nie. Ons klein en dis sy nie maar se kind. Sy werk nie daar met die ek weet waar ek staan, wat het hier gebeur. Maar ek wil eers my mense regmaak. Dan kom ek nou terug en sê maar se kind. Hoe praat was die stukkie wat hier gewees het. So wat ek wil sê is ons moenie jy ken colored person, hè. Jy sien ons colored, as iemand jou kos bring, by die huis, as jy kuier. And you know colored people, when you bring them food, and maybe they visit somebody else's house, and you bring them food, hy kyk sommer weg. You don't know why he's looking away. As a colored, we do that. As in onze bloed, ek doe dit ook. Hy kyk sommer weg, there is no scam vir die kos, maar die vrek honger, hè. That time you're hungry, hè. But you look away. You no longer look at the TV, you're like, sorry, your course is here. Oh, as it mine. That is just how our people are. So now, let's leave that mannerism of this is our thing. It's not Gayton's thing. It is all our things. You know, I look at the soccer that we had there. In Aldous. You know, I had a scout there, né? That came. He was in tears. He said, the skill that's here. Minister, how do I choose which ones to take? Because onze mense talent, man. Westbury het die beste boxers gehad. Die beste sokkerspelers.
Yes, beste atleet.
Die beste atlete. Nee, maar elders hulle weghardloop.
Beste atleet.
Julle is een fly. But what I'm saying is that my aim is to bring that back again. For ons ladies om ons ladies moet weer hardloop. They must get opportunities. Onze ou mense kan nie gym bekostig. You know, there in Cape Town, the promenade, né? There are rich people living there. And in the morning, when you look through your window, you will see them training for free there, that public gym. Onze mense die daar nie. Dis hoekom klaar die oumas van rheumatiek en alles. So I want to bring that to our people. And that's what we want to do here. There will be security here. There will be security. Ek weet die werk moet aangaan. Mense moet 'n job hê. So kom ons is 2 months. They have a 2-month cycle. We heard now. In 2 months they'll be finished. And soos reg om te begin. And I'm promising here today, I will come with all equipment that you see here. Soccer jerseys, rugby jerseys, hockey sticks, all those things. We will come with all of that. It's a new time, my second.
Ja.
Dank je. Ik hoop dat ik het zo lekker geantwoord. Sorry,
Bobby staat nu woord, minister. Bobby staat nu woord, minister.
Hoop.
Ons het al MC's, premiers, ons het al paar mensen.
Ik vraag ons niet, ze is een ongelovige Thomas.
Ja!
Melissa, hoe lang is die plek al toe?
Ek het taller aan op skok gesit.
Hoe lang? Hoe lang?
Oor die 5 jaar, oor die 10
Is
jaar.
nou hoop. Hier are the decision makers. These people are not just here. They are decision makers. Hier is die contractor.
There's a new
They ken
sheriff
nie die
in town.
meeting wat gebeur het daar nie. Ek was gesê nou, ik zeg het next year. Als ik mijn hand op die tafel slaat, dan is het next year niet. Hier is ons aan hier. Ik is hier. Hier is die departement. Hier is die city. We work together. We work together. Province is here. We are one government. So leave that thing of that. You see, dat wat ik gezegd dat ik weg als ik kost kop. Maar zijn we hier weer. Ik heb erg mijn kost. Die kost is voor you. That's an example. The city is not my enemy. I must work with the city and the province. We're going to sit and say, when this thing is done, what is our strategy? To make sure that, and then the city will advise us. So guys, ek weet nie wat we hulle meer sien nie. Ek is daar nou hier. Hier is die contractors hierso. Daar begin die werk. Jare, ek weet nie. Hoor nou net daar. Ek het nou net gesê, wat ons saam hier.
Die mense uit die state, the people from the community allowed that to happen. And the minister rightfully said, there's a new sheriff in town. The minister was not part of that. In fact, before his time, that stadium was vandalized. Before his time.
People nie, kan ek jou correct daar so.
Let me say, our community.
5 jaar terug, toe kom ek in was, hulle toe sê ek wil 'n security is daar. Ek het dan by hulle office hulle meetings gehou daar. Toe sê hulle ons kan jou nie, ek sê ek ken die ouens, ek kan hulle uithaal. Toe ek het elke oggend gegaan en die ander no, listen, 12 o'clock then I wake up. There was 8 securities there from JMPD. 8. They never woke up. I risked my life, me and my friend. We chased those ladies. After that, I told them, guys, this place is gonna be eaten up. We got them. Ek het hulle gesê.
Maar jy sien daar. Ja. Jy sien nog. Jy sien net daar. Nee, jy ken almal hier. Daai ding is net 'n toetsetjie wat jy gaan skryf. Ja, gaan maak. Gaan maak hy ding maar ek sal betaal. Ja. Ek het hulle gesê. Klaar met Melissa. Gaan al Sira, jy word nou sommer aangestel word. Now you want to blame the municipality. Ga kry jy jou papiere. Nee. Ek is Sira. Maar die geslaap, die man is wakker.
En Gayton.
Die akker die wakker. Die Hij zei nog Kijk je Melissa, the two of them. Die taal is hier al was ik. So that's what I'm saying. Gooi jouw ding in. Ga naar Melissa toe, ik zal gewoon iets helpen. So mensen, I'm just going to take 2 more questions, né? What, sir? Oh, sorry, papa.
Yes. women football is growing in South Africa. We've got a program running here. We've got a major problem with security, especially with the little kids, the little girls. When are we going to have security here? We're having major problems when we are training on a Monday, Tuesday, or during the week. We need to see that the girls get home safely. We need to see if the girls get here safely. Security is very important, so we need to know when security would happen. Second question, do you have a program in mind for women football development investment?
All right, let's hold on there. Just ask a question, then I'll answer you. When is the security coming on site?
We are going to employ the security company as a subcontract for the contractor for the duration of 2 months.
Yes.
But then after that, when the facility...
No, when? I know you're going to point, I want to know when.
They said as soon as the project starts, so the
project started.
It only started today because
before end of next week.
Yeah.
Before end of next week you heard, ne?
And what happens after the 2 months?
No, you're not. They vraag op een vraag. Kom eens antwoord in die
Sorry, we have a problem in this area.
We know.
We had money spent to repair the toilets 2 months ago, right?
Yeah.
They fixed it all up. They welded the gates closed. We couldn't use it because of no security. And when they vandalized it again, we still don't have security. Now a new project is starting, and we still don't have security. So when you leave after 2 months, it's going to get vandalized again.
No,
so we need to know
no.
for next year.
Guys,
No, man.
no, man.
Let's explain for the last time.
worry.
I think you were not here at the beginning. Let me explain for the last time. The security will be appointed as you've heard. What I want you to know right here, right now, I don't want a security company that's not from the community. I want the spec to say that. And I'll tell you what is my reasons. I'm not telling you which company to take here. My reasons are, this man just told you he knew who those young people were. We bring people here, here's the gun show that are open. Yes. So that's the first thing. So to answer your question, sir, security will be here within the next 2 weeks. At the end of August, when the facility is ready for handover, a guardhouse is being built here as part of this current spec, which wasn't there. A guardhouse is being built where the security will live full time. So which means we build a guardhouse for the security personnel. The security will be here full time, so there will always be security. So I hope I've answered your question. And then the last one of women's football. I met with Sasol. And Sasol is a fight which I'm attending, is a meeting I'm attending now with Safa here. They promised me they're going to put 45 million into the empowerment of women football. More. Now I hear there's a fight. That's where I'm going now at 11 o'clock. Once I can hear from them, they will then break it down. There's a bank which I can't mention here now. We are going to announce in 2 weeks a sponsorship regarding young kids, school kids. In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. And Tiki has been meeting with the bank and my team. So what I'm saying to you is that my motto is simple. A kid in sport is a kid out of court. So ek wil onze kinders in sport en druk weg van die kind. And I appreciate people like yourself that is really here for, they take your time to teach our kids. Yeah. So
with Sasol, we know they've withdrawn their responsibility for football, and I know that you're dealing with that at the moment. The challenge that we have at community level, at grassroots level at the moment, any funding that comes in at the top, it seems as if it doesn't come to us on the grassroots. And when it happens in the panorama areas, the Randburg areas, and those areas. Our girls cannot get there, Mr. President. So we need to fork out of our pockets to get our girls there.
What is your needs? I'm just needed. What are the things you need?
Well, firstly, security.
No, I'm talking about the team. Security you told me already.
For our team development, we need funding for transport. We need funding for food because we've got a big problem with nutrition in our community, Mr. President. And we also need equipment and kits. Those are the 4 things that we need.
Kid is like,
Like soccer kid.
yeah.
But not
How
only
many
for us,
teams you guys
for
have here?
everyone. Sorry, Mr.
How many teams do you have here?
In our LFAs, we've got
80 teams.
80.
80.
For the girls teams, we've got five groups of teams within our LFAs.
All right, let me do this. So we've got 5 teams of women.
For women, yes.
The clothes that we have, they're the same. They all look the same in office. Remember, somebody gave me kit. Does it look the same? All right, just take Stacey's number. I will get back to you before 4 o'clock tomorrow. We just want to check what we have there to help you immediately.
But this is, sorry, Mr. President, that's fine. Kit is not a major issue. It's the sustainability of getting into these programs for us. To try and
You can't say it's not a major issue. I've asked you what is your problems. So you told me your problems. Now, when I'm helping your problems, you see that plate of food issue there, it comes out again.
Why, Mr. President?
Yes. So what I'm saying is, or I just be in contact with Stacey. I didn't know about kid. You told me your problem. People. Oh yeah.
Specific ground, there's only one training ground, which is the contract ladies team. The men isn't allowed to train
Why? Are you know?
No, why?
There's a reason for that, sir.
Yes, let me hear.
So we run the LFA. So we have 80 teams playing in the LFA. And if we allow teams to train on the facilities, and broken. And then there will be no, because this is artificial grass. So what we agreed in the meeting with all the teams and all the managers and coaches from the area that plays in our league here, that we will only allow games to take place here, and we'll allow the ladies to play because for the safety and the toilet purposes. There's grounds outside that the bigger boys can use to train on. That's open to everybody to use. Now, when it comes to the maintenance of the facility here, nobody looks after the place. The LFA forks out money and we clean up and we look after the place. We pay a lady that stays on the corner here 50 rand a day, now with the schools program, to try and open the facility. If we leave the facility open and no supervision, it will get damaged by the children.
They should be. So what you are doing is, I agree with what they're doing. Let me first tell you that. The reason why people like Melissa has taken me around Westbury. Our next, I'm telling you now, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we are going to the stadium. There's many things coming to Westbury which I don't want to talk about yet. But there's a lot of things come which will make sure that you will have a place to train. But the decision for you guys don't train, imagine if 80 teams want to train in one night. So I know what your problems are. It's colored young men. And we are working actively to sort that. That's the reason why I'm in politics. You see, the gangsters that you see here, they don't know what is coming. I'm telling you now. All the gangsters don't know what is coming. They will wake up one day and they will wish they will never join gangs. We're going to finish them. All of them. All of them. They wat nog een gangster zijn gun wegsteek ons vat jou sam. You understand what I'm saying? Hier komt een lelijke ding aan voor gangsterism. So, hou net so bietjie vast. Voor 3-4 jaar was die ding toe. Wat is 2 maanden? Just 2 months. So that we can open here. We're going to move to the stadium. En daar moet ons leren om te deal. I must say to you, thank you so much for taking that decision. Yeah, thank you. Yes. A very small one.
She said, we want to be gangsters, we want to shoot guns and it. We said, yeah, we just want to have fun, Uncle Gayton. And she said, no, you must go and play in the streets and it because you're vandalizing the place and it. And we look up. Yesterday, there was few boys in the grounds, we chase them out. We're going out, chase them out. We come back to ask them, we come in the ground, still no.
Dan kom ek vra of jy so. Hulle gaan nou. Wat jy vertel vir my. Alright, salut. Hulle gaan nou die dinge se bring. Hulle gaan nou die dinge se bring. Equipment om reg te maak. Volgens die wet, die leier het ons nog gesê, is dit dangerous vir kinders om te weet waar daar excavators is om wat weer te doen. So dit 2 maande, hè. Ons gaan die probleem uitsorteer. Hoe om in te kom en al die goed, alright. Net 2 maande, net 2 maande. Dit moet nog gehoor, 2 months, né? 2 months, yes. August. Dit is eintlik 1 month and a half. Ja. Dat is het reg, alright. So. Dan gaan we lekker kom speel. Alright, so. Alright. You alright? Yes. Ja? Yes, als je het openmaakt, dan gaat je een koks krijgen. Ja, dat moet je niet doen. Ja? Je zegt. Je kippa? Wat is kippa? Alright. Wat we gaan doen, hè? Als we een zo dus openmaken, dan geef je ons sokkenboot, sokkenkloot, allerlei goeders, hè? Zo wachten dat we het openmaken. Dan willen we net doen aan hoe ver is die oompjes waar die werkt. Dan willen we zeggen, werk van de gar.
You take the names. You must take
Ja.
the names.
So that we don't forget,
They are
it's a
always
promise.
As die project past, wie gaan die maintenance doen? Gaan er weer een outsider komen
No.
om die maintenance te doen?
Good question. Ik heb dan nou die man instructies gegeven.
Ja, ik heb geluisterd. Maar wat ik vraag, is there going to be an outsider who coming to do the maintenance?
No.
Yet there is a lot of SMMEs. There is a lot
Dat is
of...
voor Westbury. Luister gewoon, ik hoor naar die vraag.
Ja,
Jij moet nog aan elkaar die trend zien wat ik maak. Ik zeg vandaag, locals moet werken. Ik zeg, een local security company moet werken. Nee? Ik zeg, local mensen moeten empower worden. Nou, hoe zal ik nog weer buiten mensen brengen van
nee, maar
maintenance?
wat ik meen van maintenance, dat is mensen op die database bij City Parks wat ons weet niet wat gaan aan.
Dat is een nieuwe ding. Wat gebeurt? Luister toch mensen, ik weet niet hoe om te zeggen. Zonder om voor mij kwijt te verhouden. Nee? Kijk, we moeten niet kwijt houden, hè? Maar die president van die land heeft voor mij in beheer gezet. Maar ik zie dat mensen wat kracht weggeven. Als die kracht gegeven.
Salut.
Salut. Sap.
En is het een emphasis van ouders?
Ook. Wacht, hij te veel. Wacht eerst. Hou dat beetje vast. Lera ook, hou beetje vast. Hou beetje vast.
Dit is alles.
Hou vast, luister hoe kom ik zeggen. Ik verward hoe zal ik doen.
Een sokker dominee.
Zij het gezegd, ga mijn trainen voor die komers. Wacht, ik wil ook opleggen.
Nee, please,
Zij
can we
het
put
gezegd,
other emphasis
zij het
on
gezegd,
other sporting
zij het gezegd, ga mijn trainen voor die komers.
Nee,
Yeah, this is our runner coach. It's
No,
fine.
I know.
We're gonna
Luister,
die trek kom ons.
hier komt het, mensen. Hier is die laatste ding wat ik wil zeggen, wat ik moet doen. Is het, aerobic?
Ik is athletic coach hoor. Ja.
Athletic coach.
Ja.
Kan je een beetje voor Stacey het droom zijn van een belly dancer worden.
Hij is in mijn afdeling.
Is het?
Van our
Nee, het is
connector
niet recht.
to
Dat
the
heb ik
right
niet
people.
gezegd. Nee, kom op zo zo dit dan. Mensen, I understand why you ask these questions. Nee? I understand why you keep on asking the same questions. Because you've been disappointed in the past. People come here, they lie. But he's act done now. He's the contractor now. You know, yesterday at 5, what time did you get it? At 4 p.m. I said I'm starting here. Because I'm going somewhere with the deputy president. I said, before we go there, I must start here. He's the contractor. He does the provinces here, local municipalities here. We're fixing stuff. We've been neglected so much. It's going to take not one day to fix stuff. So just be patient with me. Tell you that I'm no stay my binnenkant. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody that says no, not like this, not like that. So there's many things that's going to happen in Westbury, in Alexandra, in Soweto, in Eldos, in Ravelli, in Enedale, Davidsonville. So that's all I'm asking is just a little bit of time. And MEC, soos ons die bezig is, ons hulle al klaar met projekte begin hier vir die communities. The cleanup projects. And now you've heard, I don't want the cleanup project to come here and there's no local people here. Yes.
So I've already spoken to one of the ward councillors from Westbury. we're meeting with Pick It Up on Monday to discuss what's going on here around the illegal dumping and particularly the patches around the picking. So that's already started. I'll be coming here next week and seeing the community to discuss what's going to happen going forward. So it's first on the list.
So look, I think that's no change. The last question.
City, pick it up. At the man containers, you know, the area. That's why they're throwing the fillers orals. Containers. That's a container problem.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Minister. So on that particular note, there is actually a project for skips. So ons gaan die skips, ons het skips wat ons nou besig is om te procure. So ek moet net weer eens met Pick It Up gaan ontmoet om seker te maak waar hy skips gaan. Ons gaan deel wees van daai allocation. So ons sal seker maak dat Westbury ook skips kry.
But when? I want to hear when.
Minister, I'll only be able to answer that question after the meeting with Pick It Up on Monday.
Take his number. And he must answer you. When the MEC is he going to must do a date. You mustn't believe promises don't have a date on it. So you must take his personal number. You must tell me if he doesn't answer.
And he won't see.
And then just tell Melissa if he doesn't answer. Say she knows how to get hold of me.
24 hours.
So he must tell you today or tomorrow when. A promise that doesn't have a when is a waste, is a lie. So we want to know when. When you say you're going to do something, you must say when. The last question.
Last Minister, James here from Coffee FM. Not everything else will be the goodness of your PC. You don't have to say everything that you have actually been saying to the community members here. Just a recap of the purpose of your visit.
The purpose of my visit is very. I got complaints from the residents of here. And I saw for myself when I was campaigning, before I was a minister, this became basically a white elephant. There's no security here. There's nothing to do for mothers with children. There's nowhere to leave their children. So I was complaining about this. Now, His Excellency President Ramaphosa has put me in charge of that. So I can't complain anymore. I must fix that which I know was wrong. That's why, together with the city of Johannesburg, together with the provincial government of Johannesburg, of Gauteng, we are now putting facilities there for children. We are putting a guardhouse here for security. We are going to donate kit for our children to play. We are going to help the local soccer, the local hockey, basketball. We're going to help all of that. So my visit here is also to make sure that locals work here. I came here today. There's no locals. It can't be. That time is over. So I came here and I gave an instruction that tonight they must have a meeting. So I'll come back here tomorrow. I'm not going to say what time. But when I come here, I want to see local people work here. And in Westbury and every place when I go to LX, I don't want to see people from Westbury working in Alexandra. What about the locals? They are lazy. No, our people don't get opportunities for jobs. That's why I came here. As you can see, when I said I came, the work is starting. And the work will not stop. I've got a date. August I'm opening. And Ziki is here, the chief of staff. She's now putting my diary. She's checking which date are we opening this event. And we'll invite Coffee because it's the best station here in this area.
As you mentioned there, so maybe the importance of using sports to make sure that we get young people out of other social issues in our communities.
You know, sports, I'll tell you, man, to make you an example. Let me make you a practical example of sport. My neighbor, when he grew up, you would not see him without the ball. Me, I was running with guns while he was running with a ball. When I was sentenced to prison, when I was in jail, I switched on my TV and Bafana was playing against France. And I saw my neighbor, playing in France for Bafana while I sat in jail. His name was Willem Jackson. That must tell you, sport keeps children away from wrongdoing. So that's what we are trying to do here in Westbury, to make sure that sport changes the narrative here. Because Westbury is known for gangsterism. It wasn't always like that. You know, the best boxers in South Africa used to come from Westbury. So we want to change that narrative, not only for Westbury, but for all our communities. I'm going to fix that stadium.
Amen.
I'm going to bring a gym here for the people. Not next year, this year.
Amen.
Do you understand? Because yeah, you know, reshuffle happens. I was making
Talking about in our schools also. What about sports within our school facilities?
You know, we are the only country that don't take sports in school serious. I went to Spain to go and learn. Because Spain got a school sport program, soccer program. That's so good. That China has asked Spain to come and help. The Philippines has asked Spain to come and help. El Salvador has asked Spain to come and help. So I went to go and steal with my eyes and ears. We came back, we signed for the first time with Minister Juarube, Basic Education. We signed a memorandum that we bring in school sport, school arts and culture back in schools. We are about to launch a multi-million rand sponsorship only for school sports. Very soon. It was one of the biggest banks in South Africa. Watch in 2 weeks, we will announce that. I'm going around because I understand how expensive is a hockey stick. Onze mense moet brood koop before they buy hockey sticks. Now, if our children come here, they can't play with soccer boots, proper soccer boots. Now, that is my job as a child of the community. I am buying millions and millions of clothing, of soccer boots, of hockey.
Running shoes.
Running shoes, Lira.
Dancing shoes.
This is my favorite lady in Westbury.
From my side, initially you wanted to be the Minister of Home Affairs. Are you happy within this portfolio that you have now, sports, arts and culture?
I am not happy, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. You know, people don't understand. Maybe let me say it because I can see where you're going. When I got a call, the president called me at 6:30. He asked me, Mr. Mckenzie, I think I want you in my cabinet, his cabinet. Are you saying yes or are you saying no? He didn't put a gun to my head. He said, I said yes. He said, but I want you to serve in the sport, arts and culture portfolio. I said yes. Now that I'm here, people want me to fight that man that appointed me like I'm a madman. If I wanted to be opposition, I should have stayed out. I'm not going to fight the president. They're doing a vote of no, they're planning, the DA is planning a vote of no confidence. They are going to fail. We are standing ready in defense of President Ramaphosa.
Do you foresee them voting against your budget as a department?
They're going to vote against my budget, I know that. But then they'll have to come and tell the people here, why is it we can't build the sport, we can't fix the stadium?
In the water they are running.
They must be in the water they are running.
Yes.
Because look at me, I could have gone to Ward 82, where the PA is running. But because I don't do politics here. I'm coming here. This ward is not being run by the Patriotic Alliance.
Never has been.
I've not done nothing in Ward 82 because we are here for our people and not for political parties. Thank you.
Salute.
Thank you, President. Ik zal 4 uur maar bij vandaag mag ik.
Alles van ons wat maar ik nou langzaam mee gestaan man dan. We willen toch jullie toe gaan ons dier komen meester. Dan samen misschien
Oh, wat is dit? Hier Stacy.
Nummervat of iets is het al.
Ja, Stacy, ja. Ja, maak zo misser. Alright, sap.
Minister, can I just invite you to the tournament that's going to be held on the 17th of July?
Kom ek sê, what is the worst thing, né? Let me tell you what's the worst thing. She's laughing because she knows what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
When you see a minister, it looks all glamorous, né? You are the minister. You have, these people control my life. That lady that you see there, Tiki, lift up your head. That woman controls my life. She'll be like, tomorrow at 9 o'clock you need to be there. At 2 o'clock you need to be there. So please, go tell her I want to be here.
I just want to tell you that we are currently hosting a tournament for the Gauteng legislature.
It's fine. Tell her so that I can be here. Go talk to her. Here's my diary. So, my sister, let me give you one because your hand has been up.
Morning, Gayton. At one point, you mentioned that
Yes.
We have a team by the Alex Primary and coordinational majority. Onze kunnen het nodig helpen.
Wat Rochelle? Rochelle, kom over hier zo met dit. Dit is mijn Bijbel hangen.
Please, man.
Yes. No, take a personal number.
They're going for national now, so they
Cindy,
will
Cindy. Die krijgt nog help los. Allemaal, praat met haar.
Okay.
Nothing. Sure, I would do honestly.